Alright guys, so I am back home now. It's about 3:24 in the afternoon. We left here at, I think it was like 5 o'clock. Had to be up there at 5:15. We were gonna leave a little earlier. Okay. She's in a real bad mood right now. But we were gonna leave like 10 minutes earlier just so we could get up there and get everything in on time. But the person that was coming down to sit with Ella while we were gone, or while Tim was gone, got here a little later than we were hoping. That's okay. You know, we still made it in time. Because it's not too far of a drive. We would have honestly been there in 10 minutes, but there was a detour on the one road. They have like, I think the bridge out. So we weren't able to go the way we normally would. We had to go a little bit of a longer route, but that's all right. So we got up there 5:15. They saw that Tim was there, that he drove me and everything. And I told him, I was like, you can go home. I didn't want the, here, I will get it, Ella. You're gonna mess everything up. Bring it over here or I will turn it off. Bring me the remote. She is not listening to me worth anything today, and she's gonna get it. So anyways, I had to get Ella figured out here. I also had to take her in and get her diaper changed and everything like that. But so I got up there, like I said, around 5:15. And I sat there until about 7:15 or so. Oh, excuse me. So they had me, you know, get out of my clothes that I was wearing and put on the gown, the little disposable underwear, and one of their pads, because due to the fact that I was still bleeding going into the procedure, they just went ahead and cut the underwear off of me that I had. You know, the disposable stuff that they had, they cut that off of me on the table. I don't remember much. I remember them telling me to like slide over to the other bed, and they put a strap on me so that I didn't roll because it was such a narrow bed. So I moved over, got strapped on. I remember them putting like almost like pillowcases on my legs before putting on the boots to the like ankle flat leg massager things. So I do remember that, and then they said that they were gonna put in a cocktail into my IV site, which, you know, they did, obviously. It was just like the anesthesia thing to help me drift off to sleep. And then after I was asleep, I guess they put a tube in my throat, and that's what they were using to keep me asleep. They used the anesthesia gas. And then after the procedure was done, I guess it only took like 15 minutes. But I was back in like the OR area for about 45 minutes for them to get me to sleep, get me all, you know, ready to go, do the procedure, and then get me all ready to be taken out. I got moved over to the recovery room. I sat in there for I think 45 minutes to an hour. I didn't want to wake up. They kept saying, you know, Tiffany, it's time to wake up, honey, and stuff like that. And I'm like, let me sleep, I'm tired. But I ultimately woke up, and at first they had me laying back and my O2 kept dropping. So they would have me take a deep breath and like cough and everything like that to help clear out the little bit of gunk that sat in my lungs while I was under. And got that all like broken up and everything, and got my lungs going again. Obviously they were going before, but you know, got them up to their standards. They said it didn't drop below 88 and it went right back up immediately. The one time I went to fall back asleep and I didn't like take a breath quick enough, and the monitor went beep 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 beep, and I'm like so they ended up moving me from the recovery room back to my normal room. Got everything all situated. The doctor called Tim as I was leaving the OR and going to the operating room, or as I was leaving the operating room going to the recovery room. She gave him a call, told him what all went on, everything like that. And they told me she wants to see me back in 4 weeks. I did meet with her before the surgery started, but they just kind of reiterated what she said. But she wants to see me back in 4 weeks. I went ahead and got that appointment scheduled after I got home. I got the appointment scheduled. She wants us to wait a little bit before trying to get pregnant. She said if we happen to fall pregnant, it's not the end of the world. But she would like to run a few tests to see if she can't figure out why this keeps happening. This has happened to me twice now, and obviously the first time I made it much further. Almost twice as long as what I went this time, but she just wants to see if there's anything we can do before we start trying again. So I go back, see her in 2 weeks. I was put on pelvic rest for 2 weeks. I can't go swimming in a pool. I can't, you know, soak in the bathtub. I can only take showers and stuff like that right now, which, you know, that's no problem. But as of right now, so it is now 3:38. As of right this second, I am having very minimum bleeding. Within the hour after the surgery, I was having about the same amount. Just kind of like pooled blood, and every time I would like cough, you know, it would ooze out and stuff like that. But you know, everything went good for the most part. But like I said, there's like very minimal bleeding right now. It's just like spotting again, which is ultimately why I decided to go forward with the surgery. So the doctor said that the day I was having all those blood clots is most likely the day that I did pass baby. That baby had like started to get absorbed into my body a little bit and came out in those blood clots. So that's why I wasn't able to see or find the sac or anything. She said it most likely had already ruptured and baby was just mixed in with one of those blood clots, if not multiple clots. But she said that she thinks I mostly passed, or like that I passed the baby here at home on that day. She asked how my clotting was after that night, and I told her it was very minimal, you know, no bigger than like the tip of my finger or whatever, as before it was palm sized. So she is like 99.9% sure that I did pass baby here at home. I lost my train of thought. But she said that she is glad that I did still go ahead with the surgery, because if I hadn't, the bleeding and stuff could have gone on for another 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, just to get the remaining tissue out. But now, you know, I don't have to go in for all the blood work that would have had to go along with doing this at home. She was able to get every last little bit of tissue, get it completely wiped clean. It's a clean slate in there. So next time we do get pregnant, it'll be nice and healthy and ready to go for the new baby. So yeah, I'm still trying to work out a middle name for this baby, even though we only have one ultrasound of them and they still look like a little blob. And that's pretty much all they were, you know, right at that point. But I still wanted to give them a name because they are still a part of me. They are still my children. So I now have 2 angel babies and my earth baby with me. But there's plenty of people who are helping to take care of my little babies up there while I am waiting for my time, which I'm hoping is not for a very long while. Anyways, I'm starting to get a little emotional. It's been a long, stressful day for me. But if you guys want to see like a name reveal type thing, or if I should just put it in one of my videos, let me know what you guys would prefer. I could do a cute little name reveal like I did with Ella or something like that. So just let me know what you guys would be interested in, whether I just put it into a vlog or I make a separate little video remembering our little angel baby. But I'm tired. I came home, I got home around 11 o'clock. Ella was still asleep at that point, but I went in and got her up, brought her in here, put her on the bed, and I laid down and took a little nap because, you know, I was under the anesthesia, but I was still extremely tired. Tim's like, well, you got a nap. I'm like, yeah, I was asleep, but it wasn't like a restful sleep, you know. It was a forced sleep and it doesn't feel restful whatsoever. So I did take a little, I think it was like an hour and a half or so nap. So I did get that, which made me feel a little bit better, a little bit more comfortable. My bladder finally stopped spasming about 2 hours ago. It was spasming pretty bad due to the catheter that they had in me during the surgery. That was rough, but I made it through. My bladder isn't spasming anymore. It doesn't hurt to go pee anymore because of the catheter. But yeah, everything is going good, going well. She is being a little bad today, but she's doing good for the most part. But my body is still very jittery and like shaky and uneasy, I guess. So like if I go to stand up, I have to stand there in place for a few minutes and my muscles are like, as I'm like standing up. Once I start walking, it's not bad, but like walking down the steps is like that. It's mainly just the standing up and walking down steps that gets me. So I do have to take my time with that. So my neck hurts. So they were gonna put my IV down in here, and I told her, I said, when I went in to have my daughter, they tried to put it in right here on this hand, and my veins are not good down here. They're very small, they're shallow, they don't go well for an IV. She put the like tourniquet thing, is that what they're called? Like the little like rubber band type thing that they strap and tighten up here. to stop blood flow. And then she had me put my hand down, hanging off the bed, let gravity do its work. She was sitting there going like this on my palm, or the top of my hand, and I'm like, she's like, yep, that ain't working. She flipped my hand over to look at these veins. She was gonna try here, and she asked how people fared getting them in here. I let her know that my veins were the rolling type veins, and if she tries to poke this little vein right here that you can like blatantly see, this one right up here, it would roll and you would dig, and it would take a little while to get it in, most likely. Even the most expert people cannot easily get IVs in my wrists here. She's like, well, where do they put IVs in for you? I was like, occasionally I will get them here, but most of the time it's at the bend of my elbow. She's like, well, we don't like to do that because, you know, obviously bending it can restrict it, and they don't do the, like, everything's free flow for surgery. It's not like forced in, which I told her, I was like, I have learned, you know, that I have to be very cautious. If I'm on my phone, I'm using my left hand even though I'm right-handed, or vice versa if it's in the other side. I keep my arm straight with very minimal bending. If I need something to drink, I'll use the opposite hand and everything like that. I just let her know, you know, that I will be very cautious to not be bending my arm. And so that's ultimately where we ended up going, was right in here. You guys can see probably the little red dot. I still have a little bit of tape residue here. I have some tape residue up here, and a little bit of tape residue from the actual IV, like, sticker. But yeah, so I'm feeling better. I do have a small headache, but that's no issues. All of the cramping is gone. All of the bleeding is pretty much stopped. Like, I am so glad that I just went ahead and got the surgery, and dealing with the slight side effects of anesthesia for the rest of the day, as opposed to dealing with bleeding for another few weeks. So ultimately, I think it was what was right for me, right for my body, and even just my mindset. You guys can probably tell I'm feeling a lot better. It's not just Ella keeping me going at this point. I'm generally just getting back to my normal self. I think the surgery is definitely what I needed for that closure. So that is gonna be it for now. I know this is already pretty long. I don't know, I think Tim and I may take Ella back over to the fair tonight. I'm not sure though. Last night it was fun, but it was so packed that I didn't get to really do anything. And it shouldn't be as packed tonight because last night it was the parade, so a lot of people obviously went for that. So we are going to sit down. I'm going to edit for a little bit. Tim is outside mowing. Ella is up in the bed playing with her kinetic sand while watching Tom and Jerry. The girl likes to be comfortable, and I don't blame her because I do too. But I'm gonna sit here. I do have a Diet Pepsi with me as well, but that's mainly just to add some flavor into my day, but it's mostly water. This is my 4th water bottle since being home. This is my first can of pop since being home, and it's still only like this far down. So I'm doing pretty good. I'm just trying to drink tons of water, get back into a good normal routine, and get life back to the way it was. But real quick before I do go, I do want to tell you guys, the next time that I get pregnant, I will tell you guys, but it won't be right away like it was this time. Yeah, if I do happen to go through another miscarriage, I will tell you guys, but I won't be going public with the pregnancy for a few months. That's just Tim's wishes. He hates that I have to go and tell everyone, that we have to tell his mom and his stepdad, that we have to tell my dad, my brother, my aunts, the ones that I talk to on my side of the family, my sister-in-law, who was so excited for me, you know, his brothers, stuff like that. We don't want to have to be telling everyone, so we're gonna keep it public or private for a few months until I get out of like the dangerous first trimester, and then we will go forward and tell people. Tim just wants to make sure that I don't have to go through the heartache of telling everyone again, and honestly I agree, but I just wanted to do a cute way to announce this time, and the right time for me was for the 4th of July. It was early, however, I don't know. I just felt like announcing on the 4th of July with her. So that is gonna be all for right now, but just know the next time I do get pregnant, I will tell you guys, and I will tell you guys about any other miscarriages or what have you, but I'm not gonna do posting live pregnancy tests or anything like that, because I don't want them to just abruptly stop and you guys just assume or like know that, hey, she hasn't posted a pregnancy test in a while, she's pregnant, you know, that type of thing. So I will be not filming those. I will film them just in case it turns into a positive that I can upload at a later date, but I'm not gonna be uploading all of the negatives. I will, like I said, I will still film all of them, but I'm just gonna turn around and delete the ones that are negative as opposed to the one that is positive, because like I do want to post. It will just be a little bit later down the road, and to have that positive pregnancy test video will be helpful. It'll kind of be like how KK and Baby Jade just did it. They found out a few months ago. I think she said her due date is February 11th, so she's due just before I was. I was due like 2 weeks after her, so she's like 12 weeks or so at this point, at that end of the first trimester area. So that's the type of thing that we're gonna do, but they're uploading all of their pregnancy test videos now. That's what I want to do. You know, I will film all of the tests. If they're negative, I'll delete the footage. If they're positive, I will keep the footage and upload it and everything a few months down the road when we are ready to tell people. However, if you guys are on my Facebook group, if you guys are not, head over and add yourselves to the group. You most likely will all find out the day of or the week of finding out that I'm pregnant, because I need to at least tell some people who can be happy and I can, you know, share with, as opposed to keeping it all bottled up. So if you guys want to keep tabs on how things are going on that front, just head over to my Facebook group. It's always linked down in the description box, and you guys can keep up to date with our day-to-day life. I do post at least once a week on that group, talking about how I'm doing. This last week, since finding out about baby being gone, I've been posting multiple times a day, and the support I get over there is so wonderful. So if you guys would like to join that front of, you know, that part of my channel, it's for my YouTube channel specifically. So if you guys are interested, head on over there, request to be added to the group. I add every single person who comes in. But yeah, that is it. I may vlog more tonight, but I may not, because it is already 23 minutes into the video. But yeah, I'll just go ahead and end it here. And if I decide to vlog anymore, I will add it into another video. So that is it. That is my post-surgery view, I guess, and talk about how the surgery and everything all went. That is it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Good night. Alright guys, so I did decide to vlog today, so this video will be going up on a separate video. I am currently looking for paper towels are out there. Okay. I'm just kind of cleaning up around the house, getting things a little more organized, just cleaned up. I was taking it easy earlier, but now, you know, pretty much at this point I'm pretty much back to normal, feeling myself. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the, is this the acorn spice too? Should I use acorn spice or apple cider? I'm gonna use the apple cider. So the spray I was using, I finally ran out of. Absolutely loved it though. Will be buying more next time I go to Target, just so I have. But I really need to use up all of this Mrs. Meyer's that I have. But it's the Everspring Mandarin and Ginger. It is phenomenal. I need to get more. I don't have any right now. I just used the last of it while cleaning. But I need to clean up, like wipe up the table here. It's still a little sticky from Ella earlier with her like lunch ish. It was like a kind of a breakfast, kind of a lunch. Since she did wake up a little later than normal, she ended up eating after I woke up from my nap. Tim tried to get her to leave my side while I was taking a little nap to come out and eat, and she just wasn't having any part of it. So he just decided, you know, I can just get her to eat when I woke up, because she just wanted to be my mama. I don't know if she knew that, you know, today was kind of a long day with like having surgery, or I mean, I don't think she knew I had surgery, but I don't know, I think she can like tell that I don't quite feel 100%. What do you want to do that for? You can take it off, that's fine. Do you need help? Oh honey, you didn't even undo them, you just slipped them off your shoulders. This might help. Okay, and we gotta undo your side buckles. There you go. She's in an overall like skirt. There you go, give me 5. Yeah. But she had a shirt and shorts underneath of it, so I didn't mind if, you know, she took it off. This is the little skirt she had on. Honey, you need to go play with your toys. You're not playing with my candle. She likes to try to blow them out and relight them and blow them out and relight them, and I don't want her doing it with a new good candle. Ella, quit trying to blow up my candle. This is the skirt that she was just wearing, but no, you don't blow up mommy's candle, okay? You already completely trashed my one, okay? Like, I just pulled that one out. I wasn't even wanting to burn it just yet, because I did still have this one. It's practically brand new, but after she got a hold of it, not so much. So you guys can see it's still, you know, quite full. That's what it looks like now. So this is her practice candle. I wish she would have done this with a $3 candle from Walmart, but she decided to do it with my Bath & Body Works candle. My Twisted Peppermint Bath & Body Works candle. So, that bites, but She, let me get that stacked on there. We have these lighters. Oh, can you go put that back, please? We don't need to be losing that. That's for the bathroom. We have these little lighters. Okay, you cannot push this. You have to push and slide this up. It brings this up, and then you have to push a button here underneath where the slider was. And it's got the like electric spark. And we keep it closed, so if you guys see when I push it up, it brings the probes out that electrify. When I push it down, it takes it away. But I just keep that hidden. Not hidden, it's in plain sight. But I keep it up to where she can't reach it because I don't want her obviously figuring that switch out and actually lighting it on fire. But yeah, so if she does the thing with the candle to like relight it and blow out the candles and stuff like that, we do stand there and supervise her, make sure she doesn't touch the hot wax, make sure she doesn't touch the flame, make sure she's using the like lighter thing correctly. You know, we watch her. We don't keep them in plain sight. Well, in her reach. Like the one is hanging up right there. The one is over here, and then we have another one I think up on the printer. But they will all be getting put away into some type of box up here on the far back of the counter that she won't know about them, because she is getting to the age where, you know, she's figuring out step stools and stuff like that to get up onto our counter, so I just don't want her to be able to reach that stuff. But I've got this Twisted Peppermint candle lit. I've got it burning. I absolutely love the scent of it. That's my absolute favorite. But I need to wash these. A couple people were like, be careful, don't sell this. It's his Milwaukee tumblers that I made for him, and that's the thing. They say like copyrighted images can be made and used for personal use, like her Victoria's Secret outfit that I made her last winter, I think it was. I can use that for personal use, but I cannot legally make it and sell it. And I don't sell copyrighted stuff for that reason. A lot of people in my Tumblr groups and just Cricut groups in general have had their Etsy shops completely removed due to the fact that they were selling copyrighted things like WD-40 and stuff like that. So I'm just, you know, I use caution. Honey, what are you doing? You know, I'm very careful, and I don't sell those like licensed products. I actually just took a listing down for canvases for you that you could like paint with the decal. They were Disney, and I did not want to get copyrighted for those. So I did go ahead and take that down. So I just don't sell that stuff. I did make a few shirts for my aunt with, like, one was a Harley Davidson logo, and there were some Disney designs. And I essentially didn't charge her to make the shirt or the design. I just charged her for materials. Because, you know, I would generally charge for the shirt for the materials I use for my time and like to actually press the shirt and stuff, but I did not charge her for that stuff. I just charged